Hello everyone and welcome to another video, and welcome to James John episode 2. In episode 1, I think our man had had 3 careers. He was either offshore, somewhere off the coast of Poland, or he was working in Florida, or he was working in California. I got confused on that. He might have been managing a glass door factory, or he could have had a 1-month contract in an office as a secretary, or it might have been something completely different. I lost the plot. But at the end of episode 1, he was about to call again. And remember, this is a team of scammers. And I don't think it'll take you very long to realise that the person calling this time wasn't the same person that was calling in the previous video. He'd just asked Annie if he could call her, and she'd said, "Of course you can call me." When he didn't, she said, "Guess you didn't mean it." "Yeah, I do," he said about an hour later. "Sorry, I was asleep. Just woke up," which I suspect is scammer speak for, "Oh, we've just swapped team members." "OK," said Annie, "I'm here." So he tried calling her. She had Google Chat open at the time, not Hangouts, so wasn't able to answer him. "I just called you. No pic," he said. "I was on Chat, not Hangouts," said Annie, quickly changing to Hangouts. "Hi there."
Hello, honey.
"Hi there."
Hi, how are you doing?
"I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you doing?"
I'm doing cool. It's really nice to hear from you this beautiful morning.
"You're cold? Oh dear."
Yeah, really cold. Is it cold down there also?
It is actually. It was frosty last night, yes. There's
That's cool.
ice on my car.
You know what? You got a pretty voice. Very pretty.
Well, thank you very much. So what are you doing today?
Oh, you got a lot to do. Just need to go take my bath, brush my teeth, and get something to eat.
Oh, well, you're
It's time for work.
You are going to work?
Yeah, I'm gonna work today, but don't have much work today. But I'm gonna have time for you because I really want to talk. I really want us to talk a lot today.
Yeah. What are you going to be doing at work today?
A lot of more, like refining some crude oil, about 160 kg palm of crude oil. I'm gonna refine them today, and I got 15 workers working under me, so it's not gonna be stressful there down there.
All right. And where are you working?
Oh, I told you. I thought I told you before.
I'm sure you did. Just remind me.
Oh, sorry. I was once working in Poland, and I got a contract few days back here in Florida. Then I'll be back soon.
So you're in Florida?
Yeah, I'm in Florida now.
Oh, right. Okay. Actually, in Florida? Where in Florida?
Hello?
Can you hear me? As often happens with scammers, he left the call as soon as he was asked a question that he couldn't answer, such as, "Where are you in Florida?" Our man went off to look at a map. "You disappeared," said Annie. "Where are you in Florida?" "Call me back," he said. "Sorry, got bad signal." "Orlando, Florida. That's where I'm not, my dear." She tried calling him.
Hello?
Hi there.
Hello? I'm sorry, I broke up.
That's all right.
Can you hear me? Just text me, babe. You text me.
I can hear you, yeah.
You text me. I'm breaking up.
Oh, okay. It was your idea to call you back.
Okay.
"Please text me. I'm breaking up," he said. "Okay, Zanny, you're working in an oil refinery in Orlando." Well-known home of oil refineries, obviously. "Yes," he said, all innocently. "That sounds fun," said Annie. "I went to Orlando when my twins were kids. They loved it." "I'm an independent oil contractor," he continued. "I work offshore as a production/chemical engineer. I have firm and 15 men working for me. I work offshore in the middle of the sea, drilling crude oil for oil companies like Total, Exxon, etc. Offshore oil rig jobs can be tough, but very rewarding. I work with Chevron, Deutag Drilling Company." "Oh," said Annie, "you told me you were in an oil refinery in Orlando." "I just want to make you understand things better about me now, okay?" he said. "Now you're telling me you're offshore," said Annie. "Which is it? Orlando in an oil refinery or offshore drilling?" "Yes, it's an oil refinery, my dear." "So you aren't offshore?" "Yes, I am," he said. "So you aren't in Orlando?" "Make up your frickin' mind," she said, to save me having to say it for her. "Yes, I am," he said. "Don't be ridiculous," said Annie. "How can you be offshore and in Orlando? You do know where Orlando is, do you?" "You're getting it wrong," he said. And I think this is probably his fourth occupation. "OK, so," said Annie, "are you A. offshore, B. in Orlando?" "I was trying to tell you my job here," he said. "You're getting it wrong. Come down." "I asked you a really simple question," said Annie. "Are you offshore or are you in Orlando?" "I'm here, in Florida. Orlando, Florida," he said. "So you definitely aren't offshore. You're definitely in Orlando. Or are you too stupid to know the difference?" "I mean, I work offshore team here, in Orlando, Florida." "Hey, I don't understand." "Don't be ridiculous," said Annie. "You do know where Orlando is, do you? It's on land. It's a large town." "You don't just insult a man like that," he said. "Do you know what offshore means?" asked Annie. "Insult a man that's too stupid to know the difference between on land and offshore." "You don't really know what you're saying," he said. And I've noticed before that scammers hate being called stupid. "So, one last time," said Annie. "Are you A. offshore, which means at sea, or B. in Orlando, a large town, on land, or C. too stupid to know the difference? You can answer A, B, or C. It's you that doesn't know what you're saying. Even a brain-dead moron like you must know the difference between being on land and being at sea. So, which is it?" Apparently, being called a brain-dead moron is far less insulting than being called stupid. He continued, "I was trying to tell you my work on land, and that on sea. You're just getting everything wrong." "OK," said Annie. "So, explain. Where are you right now? On land or at sea? Simple question." "Inland," he said. "Phew," said Annie. "See, it wasn't difficult, was it? So, you are working in an oil refinery in Orlando, on land. How long have you been working there? I'm starting work at midday. It'd be so much easier if I only had to ask you each question once." "It's OK. I understand," he said. "I just started working here some few days ago." "I'm pleased you found a job," said Annie. "It's been God all while," he said. "Does that mean you can move back into your own house?" asked Annie. "What's your religion?" he suddenly asked, completely randomly. "Not yet, until I finish the job. It's not much. Just got 1 week left." "Oh," said Annie, "just a short contract? What will you do after you leave the refinery?" "LOL," he said. "Why's that funny?" asked Annie. "Not that funny," he said. "We'll be taking care of my son, and much more. What's your religion?" "Why do you want to know?" asked Annie. "Do you only talk to people of certain religions?" "No, I'd just love to know," he said. "OK," said Annie. "I'm a Ninth-day Adventist. Will you look for another job?" "No," he said. "I will have to spend some time with my son." "OK," said Annie. "How will you manage if you aren't getting paid?" "My mum had baptised me in Pentecostal church, but she was good Christian, and my father just believed in God, and I believe in God." "If you say so," said Annie. "How are you going to manage without a job?" "I got enough money in my account to manage myself with my son," he said. So goodness knows why he went to Poland, so that he could find a 1-month contract on that offshore oil rig. Or maybe it was as a secretary. Perhaps it was managing that glass door factory. Or it might be a 1-month contract in the oil refinery. Unless, of course, it isn't. Annie's phone rang. "I'm back," she said. "OK. Who are you talking to on the phone?" "A colleague," said Annie. "Oh, that's good," he said. "Why is that good?" If I think of it next time I'm asked that, Annie will say she was talking to her boyfriend. If they don't like it, she'll perhaps say she likes to have 2 men on the go at any one time. "What are your likes and dislikes?" he asked. "I like spaghetti, and I hate peppers," she said. "What are yours?" And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He's about to shoot himself in the foot. "I like real things. I like honesty, truthful, caring, an obedient person. I dislike dramas, cheating, lies, disrespect, racist, and betrayal. I want someone that will love me for me, regardless of age, distance, language barrier, cultural differences, or material purpose, because I do believe love knows no barriers and is the conqueror of all things." "I beg your pardon," said Annie. "I like obedient person. What on earth does that mean? Are you looking for a slave?" "No, only looking for true love," he said. "What are your goals or dreams in life?" "Then why did you say it?" asked Annie. "That is just so rude and totally disrespectful. My dream is to find a rich man who will buy me nice things." "Thanks for trusting me enough to tell me your dreams," he said. "I'm sitting here, starring all over, thinking how you got such a beautiful dream. My goals and dreams in life is to be with a woman I will love forever and live happily with her. Forever." "Are you rich?" asked Annie. "LOL. Yeah, I'm rich." "Why do you ask?" "Because I'm looking for a rich man who will buy me nice things," said Annie. "Have you used online dating before?" he asked. "LOL, my dear. I can afford anything for anyone I love. First, let love lead." "I've never used online dating," said Annie. "You sent me a friend request on Facebook. I've just seen the time. I need to get ready for work. I'm starting at midday." "I'm new to Facebook," he said. "Registered a few weeks ago. And so far, my experience is terrible, with a capital T. I find most women are looking for sex only. No one is really looking for a relationship. I've been single for years now, and it took me so many years to find myself and to realise what it is I'm looking for. I didn't know it took that long to realise you wanted to become a scammer." And so Annie went off to work, while I went out and got a life. Annie went to work again the next day, having asked him before she left what he was doing at work that day. "I just got home," she said. "You still haven't told me what you were doing at work today." "LOL," he said. "Why is that funny?" asked Annie. "What were you doing at work?" "We were raffining some oil, my dear," he said. "Of course, you should have known what I'm doing here by now. So, how are you doing today?" "Knowing what your company does doesn't tell me what you're doing, does it? I work for a supermarket, but I could be doing cleaning, security work, office work, car park attendant, cafe assistant, stacking shelves. I work on the jackouts." "It's okay," he said. "I understand." "Just telling you that my company was selling groceries wouldn't tell you what I was doing, would it?" "I didn't mean it so," he said. "You're right," shortly before proving that he had no idea what she was talking about. "Are you gone?" "I'm waiting for you to tell me what you were doing at work," she said. "I just told you," he said. "We are raffining some crude oil. What time are you there now?" "It's 3:30, said Annie. "OK, so what are your plans for today?" he said. "I guess you aren't going to tell me what you were actually doing. You could try operating the machinery that does the refining, watching the computer screens in the control room to ensure the product was consistent, monitoring the input to ensure safety." "Hey," he said, "I just told you. What else do you want me to say? Believe me, can't lie to you." And that, of course, was the giveaway that he was lying, because if you were actually asking someone about their job and you didn't understand what they were saying, they wouldn't tell you that they weren't lying to you. They would try a different way of explaining what they'd done. "No," said Annie, "you haven't told me. You told me what your refinery was doing, not what you were doing. I've given you some options. Choose one, or make up one of your own." "I'm out now. That's why I could spend hours' time talking to you now," he said. "I'm sure you can think of something. said Annie. Just like the supermarket, you know. Telling you that we sold groceries doesn't tell you what I personally was doing. So think of something that you might have been doing, and then tell me. I just told you, he tried. No, you did not, said Annie. Are you really that stupid? What were you doing to contribute towards the refining of oil, operating machinery, monitoring computer systems, monitoring output, doing safety checks? I'm not going to keep asking you. If you're too stupid to know what you did at work, you can go away. Just pick one. It isn't hard. What are your hobbies? He tried. Answer the question, you idiot, said Annie. You're the most idiot ever, said our insulted scammer. I've given you loads of options to choose from, said Annie. Just pick one. Stop insulting a man, he said. Well, stop behaving like an idiot then, said Annie. I don't care, he said. It shouldn't be hard to pick one of those things and tell me what you were doing, said Annie. Don't text me again if you don't have respect for men, he said. Goodbye, said Annie. I don't, Karen, he said. Bye. You don't just have respect for men. Annie sent him a wave. I don't have respect for you, she said. Fancy not even being able to tell me what you did at work yesterday. I don't care, he said. No, I definitely don't have any respect for you, she said. Nice to see what kind of man you really are. A God-sent man, but you don't just deserve what you got, he said. No, you're right, said Annie. I didn't deserve an idiot who doesn't even know what they did at work. You're really getting me upset. Ah, poor scammer. Oh dear, said Annie. Would you like me to send you a box of tissues to cry into? I told you, and you're just turning everything around, he said. No, said Annie. You know perfectly well that you haven't told me, but you can tell me now. Operating machinery, operating safety software, monitoring security systems, commissioning product input, quality control monitoring. I don't operate any matching here, he said. I only show the men work's here to do, and they carry on. You mean you're a factory supervisor, said Annie. Everything I say is just too hard for you to understand. Maybe I don't deserve you. I don't want to talk about my job any more. Well, I do, said Annie. So tough. So we've agreed you're a supervisor. I don't care, he said. Goodbye, said Annie. Obviously you aren't a supervisor. That was a lie. I guess you're the office cleaner. And so he called her. I think this was yet another member of the scamming team, and I'm fairly sure he was trying to put on a fake accent. And they got into an argument. If you don't want to listen to it, just skip to about 2 minutes before the end of the video. Hi there.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Also, I don't really understand you. What's really going on with you? You just keep turning everything upside down.
Well, tell me what you were doing at work yesterday then.
I told you I don't operate any machine. I'm just a supervisor who showed the workers what to do down here. I told you that before. I told you I got 15 men working under me right here. You're just turning everything upside down as if you don't even understand what I was telling you. You're making me feel guilty if I am lying to you or something else. Come on.
So you're now telling me you're a supervisor. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So why did it take you so long to tell me that? Why couldn't you just have told me right at the beginning?
Excuse me, it's just really hard for you to understand, okay? You're getting upset easily, and I just can't live with people who get upset easily. You need to slow down and understand me the way I talk to you, explain myself to you, not getting me in a rush.
Not getting you in a rush. Let me read you what you told me you were actually doing, shall I?
Yes, right. You can comment.
Okay, let's go back to the beginning. You said to me, you said, we're raffining some crude oil. Yes? And I said, yes. Yeah, you didn't say you were supervisor. Hang on, let's go right back. Right. I said, you still haven't told me what you were doing at work. And you said, LOL. And I said, why is that funny? What were you doing at work? And you said, we were raffining some oil, my dear. Right? Of course you should have known what I'm doing here, you said. Then I said, knowing what your company doesn't tell me what you were doing. I work for a supermarket, but I could be doing
You,
cleaning, security work, office work, car park attendant, cafe assistant, stacking shelves. I work on the checkouts, and you said, it's okay, I understand. And I said, just telling you that my company was selling groceries doesn't tell you
doesn't
what
mean
I was doing. And you
you're
said,
right.
you're right. And you said, are you gone? And I said, I'm waiting for you to tell me what you were doing at work. And you said, I just told you we're raffining some crude oil. So you still, at that point, didn't tell me you were supervising. So then I asked you, were you operating machinery? Were you watching a computer screen? Were you monitoring the input? You said, I just told you, which you hadn't. I said, no, you haven't told me. You told me what your refinery was doing, not what you were doing. And you said, I'm out now. And then I said, just like the so you have not ever told me until the very end, having told me to and called me, which tells
What?
me exactly what kind of man you are. And now,
No, no, no,
finally,
no.
you've said you're supervising. So I'm sorry, but if you're going to use that kind of language to me, I really don't think I want to marry you.
I'm sorry. Come on. I was upset. I thought when I told you that 15 men do work under me, you're supposed to understand I'm a supervisor.
No, I'm
I'm
not
sorry
supposed to,
about
and
that.
I'm not supposed to understand anything. If I ask you, you should just tell me. It was only one
I'm
word,
sorry, baby. I'm
supervisor.
sorry.
Yeah, I should think so. It would have been so easy, wouldn't it? Instead of
You
calling
know,
me names.
I really
I
wanted to
think
stop
that's
talking to you, but now I know I caused all the confusion that is really going on between the both of us now. So I apologize to you. I'm so sorry.
okay.
Please.
Okay, well, please don't do it again.
I won't do it again. I'm sorry. I thought when I told you that 15 men work under me, you're supposed to understand that I'm the supervisor. I didn't touch any machine. I don't pick anything down from here. All I just do is to tell them on how to get it done. And it's getting done already. Nothing much, babe.
Okay, well, next time I ask you a simple question, instead of
You
calling
know,
me names and
you
taking
joined
10 minutes to refuse to answer, just answer it. It
babe.
really
I
isn't
was
hard.
upset. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I promise you I won't get upset easily at you just like that.
Oh, good.
But the
Okay.
most important thing is that I don't usually talk to ladies. I don't even have time for ladies. I don't know why. I just feel so attracted to you. I don't just know why. That's why I just can't calm myself down. All you just need to do is to be patient and understand each other. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I promise.
Okay, well, I hope not.
You don't have to hope. Just believe. You got my heart, okay? With
Okay.
God, everything is possible. And I do believe in God. You know what? One thing I want you to understand about me is that I believe in God. I can lie, and I don't like someone who lies to me.
No, well, I don't like people who lie either, but apparently you've told me several lies today.
No, no, babe, I haven't told you any lies. I thought you understand everything before. Now I know you didn't understand. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing to you now.
Yeah, well, usually when people ask questions, it's because they don't understand.
No, when you were keeping asking me and asking me and asking me, I was pissed off. I thought maybe you could be understand already, but I just don't know I was wrong.
Yes, you were.
Shit.
You were.
I'm so upset with myself now. I wish I can just go down on my knees in front of you and tell you how sorry I am.
Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry, please.
if you ever come here, you can do just that.
Okay, I'll do that. So, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's really nice hearing from you. Your voice really light my day.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Have you eaten?
Pardon?
Have you eaten?
Have I eaten? It's the middle of
Yeah.
the afternoon. What do you mean? What do you think I might have eaten? Breakfast, lunch, dinner? Have you eaten?
No, 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 I haven't eaten anything. I don't feel hungry now, but I'll get something to eat in a while hour.
Anyway, Shouldn't you go back to work?
Yeah. But I take a little break because I want to explain to you and I want to tell you how really sorry I am. So I just cut off there. So they're working now. You don't have to worry about that. We could talk a little bit before I get back there. But I'm going to get something to eat before I get back there.
Okay.
So we could talk then if you really want to talk with me. Or you busy now?
I've got a client to see in about half an hour. Well, when I say to see, I think she's going to phone me. And if you're confused by what I'm saying, well, apparently so was I. It seems I thought I was Seraphina, not Annie. Oh well, he didn't seem to notice.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. You got a car?
I've got a... Say that again.
You said you got a car. Do you got a car?
A car? Yes, I've got a car.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I thought maybe you're going out to get a taxi because I don't like a woman who's getting a taxi. I got a car, so when a woman is going to get a car, we take the perfect car.
Oh, I can't hear you. You've almost disappeared.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm breaking on, baby.
Oh yeah, I don't think you've got a very good network. You keep disappearing.
I don't know why. So sorry. Maybe when I'm out.
Oh, that's better. I can hear you better now.
I'm gonna be out by. I'm still like. Let me say by Wednesday. I'll be out from.
Oh no, you've disappeared again.
Can you hear me?
Oh, just about. You got to by Wednesday and then you disappeared.
Okay, babe. You text me, babe. You text me.
So what's happening on Wednesday?
You text me. I'll tell you.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. What's happening on Wednesday? Said Annie, who definitely wasn't Seraphina. I meant I'll be going home by Wednesday, he said. Oh, okay, said Annie. Home to where? My contract here is done and got to be with my son because he's my wife, mother, father, and everything. Okay, said Annie. I leave in Miami, Florida, he said, and come to work here in Orlando, Florida. I'm sure your son will be happy to have you home, said Annie. Ask me any questions you want to about me, he said. Yes, can't really wait to see him. I don't think so, said Annie. Not if you're going to refuse to answer them and call me names. I won't do that again, I promise, he said. I hope not, said Annie. Please, take a picture of you and send it to me, he said. I'm sure I've sent you my photo before, said Annie. Yes, I just need a new one to keep reminding the face of the beautiful voice I just heard, he said. So Annie sent him the photo she uses on Facebook. You've sent me this before, he said. Please take a new picture of you now and send it to me. I knew you already had it, said Annie. Don't you like it? I've seen this before, he said. Get me a new one. I get you one too. You really got a beautiful smile. No, said Annie. I'm too upset with you. I'm sorry. I know, he said. I'm sorry for making you sad and hurting you because of my crazy temper. I still even can't believe that you chose me to be your behalf. I don't think she did, mate. I will strive hard to make myself better for you. Keep trying, keep trying. Okay, said Annie. I need to go for a walk to clear my head. I told you. I'm sorry, he said. Don't do that. And he tried to call her, but she ignored him because she'd gone for a walk. I blamed myself for realising that I have hurt you. Please give me a chance to fix this. I fully commit to listen and become more understanding, so I will not lose you. They say that in love there is always a fight. They fight because they care about their differences, and for that I care about you. But being rude and hurting is never justifiable because I have hurt you. I never meant to hurt you. Annie got back from her walk a few hours later. Thank you, she said. I accept your apology now I've been for a long walk and calmed down. He tried calling her again. She ignored him until the next day. And that's the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, share it, comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel. It really does make a difference. And I'll see you again in episode 3.